Hi guys, another video from the garage. This is a bit of an impromptu video. I wasn't planning on doing this at all. The state of my hair will be testament to that because it's a right clip. But yeah, tiny bit backstory first. I know a lot of you guys probably have seen my videos before, and great, you probably know the story. But for those that don't, this is it. Just in terms of TCAT and TSE, the rest of the history, if you want to know more, just go back look at the videos. I've been in TSE primarily to start with, and TCAT since the hundreds of thousands of market cap, so relatively early essentially, and ridden all the waves that have been ridden since then. I'm in the voice chats most of the time. More often than not, I'm in the voice chats. I don't say much, but I'm sitting soaking it up and listening and taking everything on board that everybody says. And by the way, the people on there are unbelievable, and there's a core amount of people that are, it's the same names, if you get what I mean. It's the same guys there all the time. I'm not going to shout them out on here and embarrass anybody or anything like that, but it is a bit of a point that my name on here and on me X and all the other platforms that I've got isn't linked to what I am on Telegram. So in that sense, I'll dox myself now. I am Mark R on Telegram. So the little what is it again? It's a Natconic. It's a Bitcoin NFT. That my little symbol is, little orange guy, well, little guy with an orange background. Looks like a crypto punk sort of guy, ape, crypto ape, one of the apes. But it's a Bitcoin one, and good project as well, by the way. Not financial advice, but there you go. I think there's a place in the market for those, and certainly in time, I think there's definitely a spot for them. But the point of this video tonight, I've posted in the TCAT chat earlier on where the VC was going on, a video that I'd done on crypto security and hardware wallets a while ago, like a real while ago, like I don't know, like 6 weeks ago, maybe something like that. It's still relevant completely, and everything that I see in there still stands. However, when the price of TCAT in TSE, which is absolutely doing amazing by the way, and sailing under the radar, and it follows TCAT wherever TCAT goes, which is the saying, and which is what happens and what plays out, but it's very not very often spoken about, because we get that TCAT's the leader of the pack essentially. So yeah, my anxiety issues tonight of just on the VC call are just going like that, up and up and up and up and up, and it's to do with the talk of wallets. And basically what happens is, when the price goes up, everyone gets a little bit more jittery about wallets and where they're storing their tokens, and it stands to reason. Obviously the price is going up, the value of your bag is more, so you know you don't want to be scammed at all at any point, but you definitely don't want to be scammed the higher the value of the amount that you've got goes up. So I wanted to make a little video. There's a lot of questions being asked about what wallets, and I'm not specifically going to be on with like the software wallets. I'll tell you what I do, and there was talk as well about, if you've got a hardware wallet, do you interact, do you go on to DDoS, Stonefy, all that sort of thing within your hardware wallet. I'm going to cover that as well. I'm not going to have this a long video. I don't want to make it long. I just want to blast it through, get it posted, and hopefully help some people out, and just sort of release some anxiety. I've got Tonkeeper. I've had Tonkeeper since the very beginning. Not had an issue with it. I know some people have. Yes, I've had random tokens appear, but I don't click on them because that is security conscious, because I've been scammed before in the past. Again, watch the other videos if you want to see what happened there. Wasn't a massive amount of money. Well, to be fair, it was like 300 quid, $400 ish, something like that. But it's just that it was gut wrenching, because it's the fact, it's like that old adage, if someone breaks in your house and you know someone's been in, it's not what they took, it's the fact that someone's just like went out the way to basically scam you. And it's not personal obviously, but it feels personal, so you don't want to experience getting scammed. End of story basically. So if you do this, if you follow these steps, if you like sort of even use this video to go and find your own hardware wallet, if you don't want to do the one I use, that's absolutely fine. Just do something to make yourself less feeling vulnerable that you're going to be scammed, because while your wallet is connected to the internet, Tonkeeper, Tonho, My Tom Wallet, all of these things, you're potentially vulnerable to clicking on a bogus NFT, clicking on the daft link. You might have had a few drinks, press the wrong button, whatever it could be, but your money can be gone in an instant. And there's nothing surer that, in spite of the fact you see these other scammers come out of the woods and say, oh, I can get it back for you if you've lost your money. When it's gone, and that's it. End of story. It's gone. You can't get it back. The FBI, the police, contrary to all the stuff you see on X, Twitter, anywhere else saying that they can help you, are basically people trying to scam you again, kick you when you're down. Not great, and it's basically the dregs of the earth. These people doing this to people. It's atrocious. So this is what I do. Buy whatever token I want, TCAT, TSC, on TonKeeper, my Ton Hub, Ton Wallet, whatever one you've got. You buy it on there, and then I have a Tangem wallet, which is a set of 3 of these. Torch is having a nightmare. Sorry, camera. Basically, bank card, MasterCard, anything, you know, like a card that fits in your wallet. Come in a dinky little box like that. You can get a set of 2 or a set of 3. A set of 2 is about $55. A set of 3's 65, 70, something like that. Not a massive amount of money. And basically, what you do is you buy on DDoS, on any other wallets that are available, TonKeeper, Ton Wallet, any the ones I've just spoke about. And then when you've set this up on your phone, and it's basically, you follow the instructions out the box. It couldn't be any easier. It's basically download the app on your phone. Well, I'm not showing you my apps. Download the app on your phone, right, done. And it's basically follow the instructions. Tap your card. Your phone will go around and say, in the app, and say, card accepted, something like that. Then it says tap your next card. Tap your next card. It links them 2 together. Tap the 3rd card if you've got a 3 set, and it links them all together, basically. So you'll end up with either, if you've got 2 cards, a main card and a backup card. If you've got a 3 card set, you've got a main card and 2 backup cards. So what you do with those is you can keep one in your wallet if you want. I don't personally. I don't transact when I'm out and about. It's never that urgent. I keep 2 in the house. 1 in my drawer where I keep other bank cards or what have you. Second one somewhere else hidden in the house. And my 3rd one I keep at a different property, not my house. I'm not rich enough to have 2 properties. At a family member's house. So, heaven forbid, you know, like, your mind can run away with itself, can't you, with anxiety and stuff. Your house burns down. You see people with a Bitcoin, the metal cards that you can get that are fire retardant, and where you write your seed phrase, you basically scrape your seed phrase on in metal. So the idea being, your house burns down, that survives, and you've got your Bitcoin. It's far-fetched, isn't it? But do you know what I mean? That's the principle. So stick a card with your brother, sister, mother, anyone that you trust, best friend, whatever. And that's it. The card, if their house gets burgled or whatever, that card can't be used without your phone and your like passcode to get into it as well. So it's you know, they've thought about it. It's not like you can just find the card and suddenly access all your money. That's not the case. Now, buy your tokens wherever you buy them. Any of the places available on the VC chat that we talk about, your TonKeeper, all of the ones, no matter if they're sketchy, whatever one you choose to use, buy them there. Click on your wallet on Tangem in your app and click receive and send the tokens to you. Now they're on this card. They're not on this card. Your keys are on this card. They're not even on your phone. They're in the same blockchain they've always been in. But to then send them anywhere else, you have to have, or anyone has to have, your card and your phone. So when you do the transaction and you click send, you need to tap that to the back of there, like you do with Apple Pay when you're paying for something at the shops or whatever, Google Pay, and it'll spin around and say successful, and then it sends your tokens. You have to fill in where you're sending it as per usual. So it means basically if you clicked on a rogue NFT or a rogue coin on here, it's not going to do anything. The link, it doesn't matter. It's not going to be able to send your funds because it hasn't got that to touch it, to tell it to send it, to instruct it. That's the difference between a hardware wallet and a software wallet. The software wallet is permanently connected to the internet. Your keys are connected to the internet. A hardware wallet is basically something physical. So it can be one like this, it can be one, I've got another one that's a fingerprint one where you have to scan it. There's ones where you have to have them plugged into your computer and you press like a combination of buttons. There's all sorts of different ones. These are as cheap as chips, really cheap as anything. Open source, trusted by millions, Swiss based, all the top security, all the top stuff that they use in chips or what have you. So it is that easy. And then I do not then, because within the Tangent wallet, which on the app is on your phone, this is the card for it, you can use DDoS if you wanted to, and you can use dApps and all that sort of thing. But because I've got crypto stored on here, that I basically just use as a store-only wallet, and I would say that's the safest way to go about it. So I put crypto onto this Tangent wallet that I want to just store. So I bought TCAT and TSC in the beginning. I put them on here and they haven't moved and they're not going to move. And when I add to them in the other wallets in DCA amounts. And when it gets to a set amount that I'm comfortable with, like $300-$500, whatever it is, I'll send a lot to here again. So it's here and it's safe. Now, if I ever wanted to sell any, and I haven't, but if I ever want to sell any of the other tokens that I've got on here, I will then send them back to a software wallet. It doesn't have to be the same one. It can be a Trust wallet, a SafePal, anything you want that's compatible with the token that you're trying to sell or whatever. I will send it back to said wallet, crypto.com, even exchanges, Coinbase, for example, of which I've got all of these things, and then sell them on those apps or on those soft wallets, and then send it back to your bank or whatever you're doing. But I do not use this to interact with any dApps or any apps or anything like that. And it's not because it's not safe, but it's just because it's safer if you don't. And that's my take on it. You might be comfortable using the apps, the dApps, and there's loads on there, so they're confident that it's safe. Basically, it's, you know, it's the safest of the safest sort of thing, a hardware wallet. But for me personally, it's a hold wallet, and that's it. Now, the good thing about it is on TonKeeper, I have got a wallet on TonKeeper that is a view-only wallet. And basically, you just put your address in off your Ton address out of here, off your Tangent. You just import that as a view-only wallet, because you can't do anything else because you haven't got the card tablet, if you remember right. See, view-only wallet on your TonKeeper, and you can track your balance. So I can log into TonKeeper and see effectively the Tangent wallet in real time. Price going up, down, up at the minute, great. But you know, it's crypto and that's what happens in it, up and down. So that's the way to do it. The only thing that is a little bit tricky, and I can, if you comment on here, I can help. I can direct you to videos on Tangent's website. Is because Ton Season and because TonCat and because TBO and because Rising Tide and any of the other tokens that you might have in the Ton ecosystem, because they aren't on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, or some of them aren't, some of them aren't, you can't always import them into the Tangent wallet natively through the Tangent wallet. So what you have to do is manually add the tokens to the Tangent wallet, and it's just a case of copying the contract address, going to the Ton network on the Tangent wallet, clicking the plus key to add a token, pasting the contract address in, giving it a name. You could call it whatever you want, really. You don't have to call it TonCat. If you wanted to call it something different, the show in here is something different. You could call it Millionaire's Token if you wanted, even though it's TonCat, but apt, I would say. So yeah, you can call it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You're basically telling it what it's called. So obviously I called it TCAT and TSE. You can have it in capitals, non-capitals, whatever you want. It doesn't matter. And then you have to put the number of decimal points in, which is just a case of counting up. I think it's 9, or I'm pretty sure it was 9 at the time when I done it. And then you import the token. But basically, you send your TonCat or your TSE or your Ton Turbo, any token that you've got on the Ton ecosystem, you send it to your ton address on here, and it doesn't matter that it's, you know, a specific token. Obviously Tomcat's got a different address to TSC, to Rising Tide, to Ton Turbo. You basically just send it to the Ton network, and because you've input the tokens manually, it finds it and apportions it to the right one. I'm making it sound far more difficult than what it is. It's really dead easy. One day when I work out the different screens and the professional kit with me being in the corner and a screen being on the screen, I'll show you how it's done. But it's really dead easy. It couldn't be easier. And personally, the first time I'd done it, I put like 7 decimals in by mistake, and it said that I had billions and billions of dollars worth of Tomcat. So then I had to just delete that manual token and put in 8 decimals. It was just a case of being lazy and not counting them, basically. And then it still said I had like a lot more than what I had. So when I hit on the 9, it said I had X amount, which was similar to the amount that I knew I had. I knew I was on the right sort of lines. Yeah, so that's it. It's just people are worried about the tokens, and it's very, very clear that when your price goes up, and you might want to think about getting yourself something sorted out before you get real issues. Because if you're sitting looking at, I don't know what money amounts mean to you specifically watching this, but if you're someone that's on $50,000 a year and you suddenly find yourself with $200,000 of crypto, it's going to be a panic. That's safe. Do you know what I mean? So you're better to prepare early for the success that I hope you all have, and we all hope that we have, than not prepare and, heaven forbid, get scammed or just be so worried about it that it causes you grief. You don't need to be caused grief. It's $60. You can get ones for 100, 200, 300 different ones. Get whatever one you want. At the end of the day, if you spend $300 on something that saves you a world of pain, it's very beneficial, isn't it? And these are as good as anything that I've come across. And I'll believe you me, I'm very sort of, when I look to buy something, no matter what it is, something on Amazon or anything, a bike, anything, computer, anything, I'm the far end of everything looking into it. I look into that much that I almost don't buy it. It's that sort of, I'm a bit like sort of mentally screwed like that, so I want the best of the best I can get, and these are for the money. Outrageous, brilliant, worth a treat. So that's it. I didn't want to make it very long, and it's longer than what I wanted it to be. Hopefully someone gets some sort of peace of mind from this. And any questions, just ask. Any feedback, any critique, anything at all, happily take it on board. Like I say, I just wanted to make an impromptu video, so it's off the cuff. I've just ran through. If there's any mistakes when I watch it back, I'll put some comments in. I don't want to have to record the whole thing again. Appreciate that might not be as professional as can be. That said, I ain't got a massive amount of time, and I prefer not to do the edit, and I'm comfortable enough just speaking, and sometimes I say the same stupid words over and over again. That's on me, and I'll learn and I'll get better. And sorry if I've sort of annoyed anybody with that, but it just is what it is. Okay, alright, take care everyone, cheers.